Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to Gender Discovery Education. And today it is a wonderful day that you have to see me on my YouTube channel. And otherwise, I would like to say thank you to all of you that have subscribed my channel and sharing and watching to my video. So today I will bring you one more lesson that talking about the category. But before you study about the category, you have understanding about a word frames language. So what does it mean, the frame language? Frame language it means that a body of a language like this. So this one is we have about something that you know. So we have to link together everything. All right. So to make easy and understand very well, you have to go through an understanding about a frames language or body language. Language or body. If you want to see exactly, you have to go to through and watch through this video and you will understanding what a lesson is talking about very perfectly. Okay, and now here we go. Welcome to Gender Discovery Education, and it is the logo, and this is all my address. Okay, so today I will have bring something to you on this table. It's talking about the topic is that a category. So if you want to know about exactly about of the category, please concentrate it to this video. You will be get what you want. Thank you. And we go to next page. So outlines, this outline of this video, I will talking about a frame language, talking about lexical category, and I will talking about grammatical category and the preposition and what's new and the loan words, and the last one is just close lesson, and maybe I have maybe I have to start to review that I want to know in this lesson. Okay, and this is outcome. So when we're talking about the outcome, it means that we're talking about expectation result that you want to get from this video, and what you want to get, and what you want to get, and what you don't want to know, or you don't know. So this is the expectation result. So we have at the end of the lesson you will be understand about the language, you understand about the lexical category, you understand about the grammar category, and you understand about preposition, you understand about the new word and loans, and you understand so that you are able to use the language in properly way. Okay, and that is the expectation result that we will get. Okay, if you don't reach 100 but maybe 90% take off concentrate, it is better than, because yeah. Okay, so now I talking about a frame language, a language frames. So a frame language or a language frame, it means that we're talking a component of the language. So on behalf of you as a linguist, we have to understand what is a component of language and or what is the branches of language. Okay, so the language is divided into three measures like the sound and forms and meaning. So that is a main measures of a language, and you should or you might be know about it to make you easy to learning about linguistic of English. Okay, so the sound we have just on these two branches also. So like one divide into the phonetic. and a morphology. So if you want to know about what is a phonetic, so the phonetic is just talking about the sound of the humanity using or speaking in English and short. And phonology is that word that come from phono and logy. So phono it means that sound, and logy it means that a subject you learn at university or at any course. So when we combine together, it became to be a morphology. So the morphology it means that the process of learning about sound system like IPAs of English you have to understand and learning by reading and spelling. Okay, so here's the form. When we're talking the form, we have a word and phrase or clause. So the when we're talking about the verb, it refers to morphology, and if we're talking about phrase, it talking about syntax. Why I say like that? Because syntax is the science in linguistics. It's science study about the structure of the clause of word or sentences. So I call it mean that a syntax. About formology, the formology is studies about the words and how are they formed and they relationship with other words in the same sentence. So it means that a morphology it linked to word or structure of the word. Okay, now I hope you understand about the form, and the next step we're going to is study about meaning. So the meaning we have divided into also. So one is divided into semantic, and the second is pragmatic. So what is semantic? So semantic is a branch of linguistics that concern is the process of the two studies about the meaning of a word's phrase and sentences. And the pragmatic is about the branches in linguistics that concern with use of language in the social context. So that is our definition of pragmatic. So now I hope you clearly or understand or make sense about meaning. And we go to next slide, and you will be learn about lexical category. So lexical plus category and become to lexical category. Because of lexical mean that relating to the words or vocabulary of a language. That is the definition of a lexical. And the categories mean that a class or division of people or things regarded as having a particular and characteristic, like a synonym words, the classification, categorization, grouping, or break it and heads. So otherwise, when the lexical joins to category, it is classified as a group words, or we might name a part of speech. So in language, that is the way should we know, because the lesson, the title of lesson is talking about lexical item. So lexical item it means that a classified object group word. Okay, now you got it, and you understand and you make sense about why I show you about a lexical or a category. Okay, so is you clearly to make sure or animals, and now we go to the next step to gain more information about categories. Okay, So lexical category, it divides into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 category. Or some people say in the foundation or in elementary we call it a part of speech, but at university it's use the terminal word like a lexical category about nouns. So now I would like to mention a little bit of all lexical category about nouns, verbs, adjective, adverb, and preposition. So noun is a word that identifies of any class of the people, places, animals, and things. So it refers to noun. And verbs. The verb are the action or verb in the sentence that describe what's the subject doing. So that is called verbs. And adjective, it means that a word describes the thing or quality and state or adjective or action which a noun refers to. So adverb, so this one the adverb, we have to know the adverbs. And adverb is a verb that describes and add to the meaning of and the verb. And the last one is the preposition. Yes, sorry. Preposition. Yep. So preposition is a word used with the noun, okay, and pronoun or gerund to link them and grammatically to other words. So that is called a lexical item. And remember, lexical category is we have only 5, or its name part of a speech. Okay. So now we're going to the next step is I will mention you about grammatical category. So what is grammatical category? And you will know it the next few minutes. Okay. So it divide into a grammatical, divide into the system of syntax. So why I say that it is a system of syntax? And before you have to understand or I mention it, I want to make a detail or explain about system. So a system is a set of things working together. So it is a system. And when I talking about the syntax, so syntax I mean that I'm talking about the structure of phrase or clause or sentences. So when I say like that, so a syntax system or syntax, it means that a set of a working or structure working together. So it means that a grammatical. So the next step is a category. Category is a set of groups word, and like classify of group words. So together it's called to be it means that a grammatical category. I hope yes. And so now is a grammatical category. Continue. So I have two kinds. Have a grammatical category. I have that is a component of the grammatical category, or I can say that it is a frame of the category like determiner, auxiliary verb, and a coordinator, and a complementizer. So I'm sorry, and this is start with my tongue. So it is not clear, but it is called a complementizer. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. It means are the grammatical category. It means a group of grammar. Okay. This one is talking about preposition. And preposition is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, kind of preposition, but action and instrument we can use the same function. So we think that just only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just only 5. Okay. So now I want to make a little bit mention of preposition of time. So preposition of the time is used to discuss about clock, time, holidays, and festival. So it's called that a preposition of time. And the next is a preposition of place. It's a preposition which is used to refer to a place. And the next one more is the preposition that we discuss about preposition of direction. So it's directed a reader mention of a place or a location. So preposition of phrases or phrase or is a group of words that consistently add the preposition that have P and NP. So P it means stand for preposition, and NP it stand for noun, and P stand for phrase. Okay, is that a franchise of PP that PP stand for preposition and phrase. Preposition, phrase. Okay. So instrument. Now talking about both last two both about action and instrument. So instrument, preposition of instrument or agent, we use for a thing which is cause of other thing in sentence. So look like example, the project was completely by Mr. Chandra. It means that the project is complete by, it means that a preposition of agent. So I can't write without pen. So without is a preposition agent that to cause something, the mixing in the sentences. So right now I hope you understanding about I make it too narrow action and instrument, because this one is the same a definition, so I do not make a long mention it about this one. Okay, so last one is talking about loan words. So loan word is the word adapted from one's language and incorporated into other language without a translate. It contrasts with the cognate, which are the word into more language that are similar. For example, I have to read many books. I get karaoke. Tahu. Tahu is the word the loan from the Chinese word. And karaoke, it means that sing follows the title or sing follow the letter. It means that the words that come from the Japanese into English, that is a loan of the word. Okay. So the last one I would like to say thank you and for subscribe for to get more a lesson if you want to know. And this is the godsend video that have invaluable to understanding about category. So the last one I want to talking review back about category. Category it means that a set of group work like category of lexical. It means just they focus only a vocabulary, a set of vocabulary like noun, verb, adjective, and it links to grammars. Okay, category is just focus only about an ordinary verb, coordinator, complementizer. That is, it's a focus to the grammar category. So now the main value of this lesson is to understand about category. So category, it means a set of group words together, or we can say classification together. Okay, thank you very much for concentrate and pay attention to this video, and I hope that you enjoy it, and see you next video. Thank you very much.